Alright guys, so I want to talk about some interesting stuff here regarding hype and Modern Warfare. So, Infinity Ward, are they actually decreasing the hype for this game and pretty much killing the excitement for this game by not showing us new gameplay, by not giving us new information, especially multiplayer, but also this could pertain to Spec Ops and campaign. But I think multiplayer is a huge part right now. We were expecting to see stuff at E3, we didn't see anything, but are they, doing a bad thing, and are they doing a disservice to their fans and the community and potentially their sales by not showing us gameplay like Call of Duty has done pretty much every year up until this point? So I'm gonna go through here again. Before you comment anything, let's go through a bunch of stuff, and again, let's look at both sides, Infinity Ward's perspective, our perspective, and what are the facts and what exactly is happening right now with this game. So Infinity Ward obviously revealed Modern Warfare May 30th, and even the weeks leading up to Modern Warfare's official reveal, there were leaks about Modern Warfare. We didn't know if it was going to be MW4 or a reboot, but we knew it was going to be hype. We knew it was going to be an actual Call of Duty game that we may like for once. And when it was revealed, we saw all of this stuff about Captain Price returning, the game being realistic and violent, and just the stuff that we haven't seen in Call of Duty in several years now. So that hype really reached such a peak around reveal time, and it maintained for a few days. And then as we slowly got away from the reveal, and I could tell because I'm posting Modern Warfare videos pretty much every day, I can tell the comments, I'm live streaming, I can feel what people are feeling for the most part. And slowly people were getting a bit annoyed, and E3 for sure was the breaking point, not just for people on my channel, but people all over the place on different channels, talking about Infinity Ward. I saw on the official E3 live streams when Infinity Ward had those Modern Warfare panels and they didn't show us gameplay, they didn't even give us new information really. People were annoyed, people were mad, and I think E3 was a breaking point where we finally didn't see gameplay still for this game. People were like, what are we doing? This is the latest we've ever seen gameplay for a new Call of Duty. And I saw people, turn on Infinity Ward and pretty much say that, what, I'm not pre-ordering this game. I'm canceling this pre-order. I don't want to pre-order this game. This game's gonna suck, and we're not seeing gameplay. We're not seeing multiplayer gameplay, and that's a huge deal, this and that. So obviously, I want to look at both sides, and I want to address that as well. And really, what is the correct argument? Because obviously, everyone can have their own opinion, but is Infinity Ward actually ruining the hype because of that stuff? I am not so sure. So here's something on Reddit. A bunch of people have been talking about it, and I'm going to go through some comments that go through obviously these different perspectives here as to what is going on with Infinity Ward and why they're not showing us gameplay, and is it actually going to ruin the hype and even maybe the sales for this game coming up very soon. So we're not entitled, but is IW hurting the Modern Warfare hype train? I've seen a few posts from people saying that people need to stop feeling entitled, and Infinity Ward has a rock solid plan for showcasing the game on their timeline. I'm not saying this is wrong, but I'm totally not buying it. They obviously have some things they could show off, since some elite few have been not only shown gameplay, but some have already played the game. Obviously, the game still needs polish, but it's being so tight-lipped about the game, it's hurting the hype for Modern Warfare. Look at the Modern Warfare subreddit, only 21,000 members for the #1 selling game title pretty much every year. Obviously, these numbers will eventually grow, but it's giving the community absolutely nothing to talk about hurting the hype. I think they could help the situation without giving us even a multiplayer trailer until they're ready to show it. Obviously, just my thoughts. So he does make a point there. We're not entitled, but not showing us gameplay, and especially, pretty much showing off that all of these other players, NBA players, athletes, YouTubers, influencers, everyone else except the actual fans, showing them gameplay except fans, allowing them to play the game and not even showing fans a snippet of some gameplay of anything a part of the game is a weird situation and definitely kills a portion of people's hype for this game. And here's the thing, I do understand that they have a plan, and Taylor did say that he has a plan and they're pretty much going to go with their vision. Here's the original tweet that Taylor had a couple of days ago. We're working as hard as possible to deliver the best COD there's ever been. We have a plan to show more and more of it while we finish it up. I'm sorry if it's not enough for you right now, but we aren't deviating from our vision or in the way we reveal it. So again, like I said, that does make sense, and I'm not saying that Taylor and Infinity Ward, they have to show us gameplay, and obviously we're not entitled, and I know they have a plan, and hopefully it's a good plan, but it's definitely killing a little bit of people's hype for this game. So someone else goes on to say, nothing is going to be more hype than when we get actual gameplay. People want to claim the hype is dead, but realistically, people are just so eager for gameplay that the only thing will satisfy them is for them to see some actual gameplay. So the longer they wait to actually show it off, the more they could actually show off things in a rapid succession leading up to the release, and there won't be a huge gap in between the teasers and the actual release. So this is another side of the argument, and this actually makes a lot of sense here. So pretty much what he's saying is that the longer we wait for this game to have some sort of gameplay trailer for the campaign, or to see some gameplay details for multiplayer and stuff like that, we could have a release, we could have a new teaser trailer, a new gameplay trailer every couple of weeks leading up to the reveal that will exponentially increase the hype, and the hype won't stop, and then it'll lead straight into Modern Warfare's release in October 25th. So what happened with World War II, and I'm pretty sure Infinite Warfare, that game, obviously, multiplayer was revealed at E3, just like we wanted with Modern Warfare. We had zombies for both of those games revealed sometime in the summer, early August, something like that, but there were huge gaps in between when we saw reveals for that game. I know World War II, we had the zombies reveal in August, and we did not see anything for the rest of August, September, October, and then finally November, the game just released all of a sudden. We didn't even have like a trailer leading up to the release. We had nothing. So that really killed the hype for World War II leading into that game. Same thing with Infinite Warfare, huge gaps of just nothing in between these reveals. Maybe we got gameplay earlier. We saw Infinite Warfare multiplayer gameplay a couple weeks earlier. That's great. But then nothing happened. So with Modern Warfare, this guy makes a huge point here. Not seeing gameplay for Modern Warfare isn't that bad, because that means they have less time to show us more stuff. And it sounds like a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing, because then we get more stuff closer and closer and more often towards the release for this game, which I'm definitely fine with, and I do understand how they're going to do that and how that would increase the hype as well. So although it seems like maybe not releasing gameplay right now is hurting the game, I think that could actually be a pretty big tool to increasing the hype, increasing sales, and getting people ready for Modern Warfare's release by releasing more gameplay trailers later on in sort of this marketing life cycle of Call of Duty that starts around April, May, and leads all the way to the release of the game. So here's someone else's comment. I have to agree, the initial hype was awesome. I kept coming on Reddit for updates. Now it's kind of meh. They should have probably announced it a bit later, to be fair. I think it was kind of distract people from how bad Black Ops 4 is at the moment. So this is another take on what's going on here. This is interesting. So this is the general sort of understanding of the community. I think he makes a good point as well. The initial hype was awesome. Now it's like, okay, there's not that much going on, and that's true. That's fair to say. The initial hype was good. Now there's just not as much information. It's just completely true. I do have to disagree. Announcing the game any later than it was announced would have been such a bad... the game was already announced so late, and people were freaking out about when it was going to be announced. May 30th, it's very late for a Call of Duty to be announced. So any later into June, or maybe even past E3, that would have been just truly mind-blowing. So I don't think that would have worked out well. But, them distracting from how bad, Black Ops 4 is, I could see that happening too, honestly. Black Ops 4 is not doing too well, and the community does not like that game. So maybe they did want to reveal it later, and maybe they really only did it because Black Ops 4 is just not getting any positive reception, and, releasing some sort of information, a reveal trailer for Modern Warfare, I guess overall increases hype for Call of Duty. So maybe it would just distract from Black Ops 4, or maybe even people would think like, oh, Call of Duty's pretty cool, Modern Warfare's coming out, maybe I'll go back and play some Black Ops 4. Maybe that was some sort of tool they did as well, so who knows. So interesting points there. And then also, from another comment, the time to build hype will be in September and October, not June. As much as I want to see gameplay too, I don't see the point in rushing it. It's not like this is some brand new game from a company, and he goes on to talk about some other stuff. But pretty much what's going on here, he's with, this other guy that talked about the reveal of gameplay being later. That might actually be a good thing. So it's not necessary for us to see gameplay right now. And again, you guys, if you've watched my channel, I've said time and time again, I would personally love to see gameplay right now. I want to see this game. I want to see multiplayer gameplay. I want to see gameplay of all these different modes. Not too much, but just a little bit. But obviously, you don't need it. It's not necessary. There's no point. And, building the hype closer to the release, it sounds weird, but it definitely is a better marketing tool because it'll bring us straight into the game. The hype will just go straight in. We're not going to have this huge dry patch in between, let's say, a summer reveal, nothing for the rest of the summer and the fall, and then, all of a sudden the game releases, and then we're just like, oh, wait, Modern Warfare is releasing. I completely forgot. You don't want people thinking like that. You want people actively, getting information, being ready, almost being surprised. Like, honestly, if they don't reveal too much for this game and we get into this game surprised about a bunch of the different features, that'd be pretty sick as well. So, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways and avenues you can actually look at this here. So, again, overall, the final point of this video is Infinity Ward ruining the hype by not showing us Modern Warfare gameplay, by not giving us Modern Warfare information for the multiplayer specifically. That's the main part of the game I think everyone wants to see. I mean, the campaign's hyped, the campaign's cool, but at the end of the day, we're all playing multiplayer every day. We're not playing campaign every day, so it's multiplayer that we really want to see. Multiplayer is the main part pretty much of every Call of Duty. It always has been. So are they ruining the hype? I don't think they're ruining the hype. I think right now the hype is definitely lower than it was before, but I don't think they're killing the hype. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, and I don't think they're sort of freaking out. I think they have a plan. They're going to reveal a bunch of stuff, and we're going to get hyped again. So right now we're just in a little bit of a low, dry period. Sucks, but that's just the way it is. So I think we're going to be good in the end, and it's going to get better very soon. We're going to have the beta, we're going to have the multiplayer trailers, gameplay trailers, all the different stuff. So it's going to be sick, but right now we just have to be patient. That's just the key here, just to be patient and get ready. So thank you guys for watching. Again, leave your opinions below. I mean, most of the people aren't watching this whole video. Most of the people watched the first minute of this video and just commented, just screaming something. Who knows? I'm gonna have to fight with some people in the comments because I feel like, you guys have strong opinions. Look, I like when you guys have strong opinions. It's cool. I don't want everyone to just have the same opinion. That's boring. I like when people have different takes on things. So definitely leave your opinions below, and we'll just see what happens here. Again, like I said, personally, I'm ready for the gameplay, but I understand why we're waiting, and hopefully it's, going to be some good stuff when we actually get it. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.